Hi, this is Glen Marino with First Centennial Mortgage, and we're here today at the beautiful fire station here in Plainfield, Illinois on 135th. It is now another Inspire Hero Spotlight, Hero of the Month. We're here to honor a hero, Eric Watkins, but before we get to know more about Eric, let's talk a little bit about what is Inspire Heroes. And I brought with me my wonderful friend and realtor, Yvonne King. Yvonne, tell us more about what is Inspire Heroes.
Sure, thanks Glenn. Inspire Heroes is a program that we at Inspire Realty Partners came up with a couple of years ago to highlight our heroes in the community, which include firefighters, paramedics, police officers, teachers, healthcare workers, and of course the military, the vets. And as a way of saying thank you and giving back for all that they do, we give them huge discounts when they buy or sell a house with us. They get part of our commission when they buy a house. When they list a house, we cut the commission a lot. And then we also have our lender program that offers up free appraisals.
Absolutely. We have 3 title companies in the program. They're going to cut their fees some $400. And then we have some attorneys in the program that will also reduce their closing fees by $100. So when you look at it in its totality, you're saving about $2,000 at closing in just for being a hero. No fees, no costs, no membership. And then after closing, Yvonne and I will send out a ID and a password to a website where they get to download $7,500 worth of national merchant discount coupons from stores like Costco, Target, Bed Bath & Beyond, all stores that homeowners can use. So again,
especially when they're buying a new house.
Yeah,
they gotta fill it.
And it comes with what cost to them? No cost. So, you know, the program's a great program. We love doing this, going out into the community and finding people that have served in an extraordinary way. Yvonne and I asked for nominations from different places, different organizations, about people that have done some extraordinary service. And Mr. Eric Watkins was nominated, and our committee said that this is the person that we would love to highlight the spotlight. So we're going to introduce you to Eric Watkins. And Eric, can you tell us a little bit about what got us here today to the point where, you know, you're our hero, and it's quite an exciting story that you have to tell.
Indeed, I don't feel like I'm a hero. I will say that. I had the unfortunate or fortunate circumstances, depending on what side of the story you're on. This past July 4th, 2018, we had Sheridan, Illinois, is near my home. And my wife and kids and I decided to go see the fireworks show. They've done it for the past over 50 years. And we got there and had some snacks, met some friends, just the annual, just the holiday events, you know. And as we sat there, we could see a storm rolling in to the southwest. And we sat in our car and I said, hey, we'll let this storm blow over and then we'll watch the fireworks. Hopefully they still have them. Sure. No more than did I think that. We saw about 100 feet away a large tree, and there was 10 to 15 people underneath of this tree, and a bolt of lightning out of nowhere came down and struck the tree, killing an 18 and a 4-year-old. And I remember my wife screaming no because she knew it was dangerous, not because she didn't want me to help. All I remember is screaming no, and then I was out the door and ran to find first the 18-year-old that was pulseless and not breathing on the ground. Myself and another guy from St. Charles Fire Department, Captain Darren Peterson, started CPR, and within, it felt like an eternity, but it was probably realistically 15 to 20 seconds, a blood-curdling scream, she's dead, and we looked at the base of the tree. Was a 4-year-old little girl. And we looked at each other. I said, you take her, I'll stay with him. He started running to her. My patient started breathing and drug him to a baseball field, and then I went back to help Darren with assisting doing CPR on the 4-year-old. And the rest right now is history. Everybody's healthy, happy, home. My family exponentially grew. Just with the 4-year-old, I mean, every time she sees me, comes up, gives me a hug. She thinks she doesn't know what happened. Dawson, the 18-year-old, knows, but because I've met him face to face, and there's stories all over the place about it. But it was truly unbelievable.
How critical is it when somebody, you know, stops breathing, heart stops? You've got only so many minutes, seconds, in order to be able to resuscitate them.
Right. They say brain actually will start dying off within 3.5 to 4 minutes.
So
the
that's what
survivability is that you need to have CPR immediately. They say there's a chain of survival: early CPR, early defibrillation, early EMS, and early continued care. And it's essentially, as soon as somebody sees somebody go down, CPR right away, and then as fast as you can to shock that person. In the middle of a baseball field, we didn't have an AED. We had our hands, and I felt helpless, you know, and it was unreal.
You had to feel that God had put you in that place at the right time, just to be there for those people.
I remember saying a prayer with the 4-year-old. I remember just, dear God, not today.
Absolutely.
You know, and I remember, please, whatever you can do to help me, please. You know, and within 30 seconds, somebody says, I think she's got a pulse, and we checked, and she had a pulse, and here's my arm standing up.
Sure.
But it was, I remember vividly thinking, dear God, not today. Not in front of, because her dad was holding her feet while I'm doing CPR. And I had mom, I yelled at the police, I had her forcefully removed and thrown in the back of a squad car, because as moms do, they're grabbing and pulling. And it was horrific. The things that I witnessed and remember, it's very real. You know, it's I haven't forgotten any of it.
Tell everybody there's 2 things that you said. I think is the young girl that you said that as she grows up, there's 2 things you want in life.
I told her father, I said, there's 2 things that I want. I said, number 1, when because no father wants their baby girl to get married, so I said, when she gets married at the age of 40, I said, you know, I would like an invitation to her wedding because I would love to dance with her. And the second is when she is old enough to comprehend what happened and what role I have in her life, I just want to be there when they tell her. And he said, that's a deal.
Tell us also that you've been contacted by, and I don't totally understand, but NASCAR, and you're going to be put into their Hall of Heroes.
Correct. So in Charlotte, North Carolina, there's a company in this area called Whelan Engineering, and they actually make the lights for the fire engines, police cars, and safety cars for NASCAR, the pace cars.
Sure.
They make the lights, the flashing lights, and they heard this story. They selected myself and Darren Peterson from St. Charles as, it's called Everyday Heroes, and it's an exhibit inside the NASCAR Hall of Fame.
Unbelievable.
And they selected us, and they're actually flying us out the first week coming up here in December. All expense paid, kind of a trip to go out. We get to see go to a NASCAR banquet, which is like a large celebratory dinner, and it's a black tie affair, and I feel completely a square peg in a round hole. I'm not really ready for that, but my wife had to go out and shop for a long ballroom dress and things. But yeah, it's Everyday Heroes or Everyday Champions is an exhibit inside the NASCAR Hall of Fame. So we're going to get pretty much recognized there forever. So it's really neat, really an honor.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, tell us a little. Let us get to know you a little bit better. Tell us a
Sure.
little bit about your family. You know, what does your family consist of?
Sure. I have been married to my beautiful wife Samantha for 14 years. We just had our 14th in September. I've been together for 16 years, so it feels like 5. Honey, if you're watching, 5. We have 2 kids, Ian and Allison, and Ian is my 10-year-old son, and Allison is my 8-year-old little girl. And we've got 2 dogs now. We just bought a puppy a week ago. So it's we live in the country and just very active in our communities, Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, church, you know, the whole 9. So
Tell us a little bit about occupation. You're a firefighter, you're a paramedic.
Sure.
What drew you to this? What's the passion? What made you come to this, and how long have you been serving in this capacity?
Sure. I have been with Plainfield for 12 and a half years, paramedic for a little over 8. And
You're not that old.
no, I'm 30 now. I'll be 40 in May, so I feel this is a young man's game. So what drew me, you know, I used to work as, I have a bachelor in science from Elmhurst College in business administration.
Sure.
I had a very late in life career change. Worked for Cintas, the uniform people, and I don't know what struck me. It was an Easter Sunday. I know the day. I looked at my wife and said, I think I'm going to become a fireman. She goes, okay. And I don't think she understood to what degree this was going to get me, but it started, like I said, 12 and a half years ago, and we just made the transition. We lived in Plainfield before we moved, and it's, I think everything has a reason, but
God bless you.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about what do you do for fun? What's your passion? What do you like to do?
Anything and everything. I love aviation. Real big into aviation. I love camping, fishing, Gardening, my wife and I start a big garden. We can, tomato sauce and pasta sauce and do the whole thing out in the country. Being with friends and family, really, that's pretty much it. And every once in a while, I may have an adult beverage out by the pool when the kids are swimming, and just enjoying life. There's nothing that's off limits, if it's, whatever.
Well, I know Yvonne and I feel honored to just, to meet you, to greet you, to find out more about
Sure.
you and your family.
Thank
and
you.
so we first off want to say thank you for what you do.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
we've got a little basket
Thank you very
of
much.
goodies here.
Oh, gosh.
I'm going to put it in your hands and,
Oh.
and let you, because I don't want any of it to fall
To
out.
fall?
on
Oh,
us.
my goodness.
But we've got a little recognition, that you can put on the wall here.
Sure.
We got a little bottle of wine for you and the missus. We also have a gift certificate in here to Mon Ami Gabby, a restaurant. We got chocolates, not for you, but for the kids.
I'll have to fight him for it.
We also have in here a certificate that gets you that $7,500 worth of national merchant discount coupons.
Wow.
So you didn't have to buy a house again.
I didn't have to buy a house. Well, thank you. That's
So
awesome.
again,
And you
from
have a
all of
calendar
us.
to go on your fridge.
For sure. I'll take it. I'll
Absolutely.
use them. We use those.
An Inspire Realty calendar from Yvonne.
Yeah.
That's the best prize of all.
Wow.
But again, thank you for what you do. Really appreciate how you serve the community, and God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Yvonne. I appreciate it very much. That's awesome.